Hi Nina, in this second video I would like to tell you about the booking option and backup option and go through it, how it looks right now, and you can also of course visit the links and try and do it for yourself. You can actually just like going to pre.mygoodparty.com, you can create your own inquiry and try to act as a customer and see what happens and yeah. So do that if you want. Let's see where I was. I was here. Yes, on this one. Good. One thing that I need some inputs on from you, because that's something that I find a big task that is coming up, a very big challenge for me and for all of us, is how will we communicate these things to the artist and having focus on the things that brings value to the artist. Because as I mentioned to you, this communication thing is maybe not bringing a lot of value to the artist because he would like to avoid it. He would like to keep things in talks on the phone. And the booking and backup feature is not directly bringing value to the artist because it's something new he needs to learn. It's maybe a new way of maybe he has his own contracts and now he needs to make ours also. And you know, many things that could be a problem for him. He needs to understand how these things work, and maybe he gets stuck somewhere in the beginning because there's small things we didn't realize and all this. That always when you launch a new feature, it has these small bugs that we need to fix and make it easier to understand for the artist and customers. So the challenge right now, and the thing I would like some input from you on, is how do we communicate this in the best possible way to the artist and kind of sell it in a way so they understand that this is something that is actually great for them also. What I have in my mind right now is, first of all, I would like to put some focus when in the communication that we have made it easier to delete the inquiry and also to tell if he booked someone. Because these two things is something that directly will give a value to the artist in the fact that we will reduce the number of inquiries that are in the system and where the customer already found another solution or booked someone, or because it's easier for the customer to give us these informations. So that is something I will put a lot of focus on. The next thing I don't know how to do, but I will try and communicate in some way, is that by making this booking engine a better booking engine and by giving the customer the option to go to the booking page and buy an extra product from us in the backup service and the contract feature, we of course will make some more money, and that will be used on, I mean, I don't know how to communicate that, but that will not be used on you and me having a better life. It will be used on marketing and getting more gigs to the system. So that's a difficult thing to communicate, and I don't know how to do that. But maybe we can communicate it in a different way so that we can show the artist that they actually get some value from the customer making this choice here, because we are helping them with the contract and all that. Let me give me your ideas, and we will find a good way of communicating it. So here you see what the customer sees when he wants to book an artist. He gets the free choice and the book and pay choice. And if he books and pays, I will go now to the administration. Well, first of all, I will show you budget list. This budget list allows us to, you have seen this already, where we can choose the prices that the artist pays. That's the first three ones when he buys the contact information. The new one is the fourth one, where we control how much does the customer pay if his budget is, let's say this is his budget. We might say, okay, in Sweden we would like him to pay 199 krona if this is the budget. If this is the budget, he may be only paying 99 kroner. And this is something we will follow along the way and see how many customers do we convert if we place it here, and how many do we convert if we make it 499, and then we will find out what is the best prices for every budget, because a customer that only has a budget of 3,000 kroner and he only wants a DJ, it is maybe only 99 kroner we can take from that. So let's see. That's something we can adjust along the way. The next thing I would like to show you is the booking contract list. This will be an important tool for us to monitor and to follow. Here we have the customer name and we have the status. Then we have the price he paid and how did he pay, and we have the number of days to his event. So this is a great way for us to see. We can go down the list and we can see here we have a customer sorry, and it's only 2 days to her event, so we need to do something about it because the contract has not been made. We are still waiting for the artist to approve his data. So let's open up this box here, find the, who was it? We are waiting for the artist to approve. Okay, so let's find the artist phone number or email and communicate with him. We might start with the email address, write a mail to him saying, I've seen that do you need some help with this? Is there anything I can do? And if he answers back, we can go actually on his behalf and do the things we need to in order for the contract to move along. So that is great, and I think we will have something like a minimum of 30 days. We need to be very much aware of all contracts which has 30 days to the event or less, so that we don't get all the way down to 2 days, because 2 days is a little bit few days before you get your contract. So we will find out along the way, and we will also talk about that. Another good thing, as you saw in the video I did when I did it to Subaha and Shispa, is that I added the days since last action. Because it might be, as you can see here, the top one. It's 273 days to his event. Many days. It's almost a year. But it's been 20 days since the last action regarding the contract. And we're still waiting for the artist to approve the data that has been put in. So this one would also be a good one to push, so that, I mean, if this takes 4 months before we finalize the contract, that's a bad idea. So let's try and push this artist so that we can get the data approved and the customer will get his contract. So I hope you like this feature. Let me end off. This is going to be a long video, I'm sorry about that, but I just want to show you one more thing. I'm going to log in as as an artist. This has been what the artist has seen all the time, but we have added a new section down here, which is called, well, it's called booking page. It shouldn't be called booking page. It's going to be called booking section, or yeah, I don't know. Let's find out what we will call it. Here we have 3 new things. First of all, we have something called an inbox. In the inbox, I can see my communication with every customer, and it's sorted on the customer name. So it's a good way of keeping track of who am I communicating with. And I just love this new thing we have done here. I can write my messages here and it will appear on the inquiry list, and we will notify through email that there's a new message and so on. So this is great. We have the reviews. That's also something new. We have been picking up reviews from the system. You've seen these already, and these will be listed here if this is a review for this artist. And then he can copy this code. Oh, it's a long code. Copy this code and put it on his own web page. He will be able to see this badge on his own web page, and that would be good because it's kind of a third-party recommendation. it's something that will give a lot of trust to people who wants to book him from his own web page. And when you click on it, it will send some traffic to our page. So I love this feature, and I can't wait to launch it. We already have 200 reviews in the systems from the different countries. So that's great. Let's take a look at the last one, called contracts. Here the artist, he has an overview about all his contracts, also sorted on the name of the customer. He can see which kind of event is it, what is the date of this contract, and then he can see how far am I along. And when he's done, it will be green and he can download it. So this will be an easy way for him to also keep track. Okay, here we are waiting for the customer to approve it, and here we are actually waiting for me. Well, then I need to click here. I need to go in here, and I will put in some info. No, I will log it. Your info has been logged successfully. And now I will go back and I will reload it. Yeah, it changed now. So now we are not waiting for the artist anymore. Now we are waiting for the customer. And he cannot, the artist cannot do anything about that. He can just lean back and wait for the customer to approve the data. And when the customer has done that, it will be green and there will be a contract for him to download. Let's just see the contract shortly. The contract will look a little better than what you see here. It's going to be a PDF file, but I have asked for an adjustment of these informations. And we will give an option for the artist that he can upload a signature, and then it will be put inside the PDF file automatically, so that it's going to be much easier for the artist to kind of, I mean, he doesn't need to sign it, put it in a post and send it. And these kinds of contracts, nobody will ever take this to a lawyer. And we will also put this, we will make a text, which will be called My Good Party something, where we will write My Good Party does not stand, well, I will get a lawyer to write this part in English. But it will be a section that will say that we are not responsible for anything in this contract. We have simply supplied a service, a contract service, and the customer and the artist have used this service, and they have made a contract through this service. But we cannot be held accountable. There's a lot of difficult words here for anything. So I guess you get the point about that. So that's it for now, and there are some small details that I haven't shown, but we will look at them later. And I need some inputs from you about what do you think, and how should we communicate this, and how should we sell this amazing feature to the bands and in the emails. How should we communicate it so they will just think this is something that is great for me. Oh, a small thing I would like to mention here last is, not very long time from now, I will also add a button here which will allow the artist to create his own contract. So let's say that he got a gig through a different channel than ours, and he wants to use this great feature. So he will be able to use this great feature by clicking on the button, make a new contract, putting in all the information for his customer and for himself, approving them, and then he will have a PDF contract with his signed signature that he can send to the customer. So I think that will be good for him. Good, that's the end. See you. Bye.